Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Back to throw. It's Brown. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Running past the 45. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space, and like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Brown. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
The Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Might have to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 over the score. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He's going to take a shot from the end zone here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. No chance to catch him. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustment? They'll take a deep shot. Catch made inside the 10. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
That's the end of the first quarter. 5 seconds to 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it from the gun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Brown. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And they'll try the jet sweep here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down coming up after that running play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Knights keep the football on the move. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield. To
the air, it's Brown. Finds his target. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd and goal for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Jennings. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Crucial 3rd down play right here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, SMU.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Checks this down to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion makes it second and short. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass not complete. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go on fourth down. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
The Mustangs will line up now. It's first and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? They'll run it here. And tackled there by the defense.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big playability.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, SMU. They will claim the second half lead.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, they are behind. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter here. They got to find that spark again. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Back to throw. It's Brown. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, drops back. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd down here. He shreds the tackle, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. The Knights will bring their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. SMU offense is back out on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out, gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Jennings. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Hudson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
UCF 14.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. He let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knights. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent, what will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think he got to punt it away.
UCF offense back out on the field now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, UCF. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The back's got it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Knights will have to kick this away. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. SMU offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time.